Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 11th, and I hope all of you are safe and managing well this pandemic. This pandemic certainly hasn't been easy for anybody, and I'm sure you've had your challenges as the school district has had their challenges as well. Of course, the positive cases across the United States, across the state of Michigan, and certainly in Kent County has continued to increase. Our hospitals are continuing to receive more patients with COVID as well, and we continue to have an increase in the number of people identified with COVID in Kent County, and our schools, of course, in Kent County are being impacted with this virus also. I want you to know that the schools in Kent County and certainly Rockford Public Schools continue to work in a collaborative partnership with the Kent County Health Department to manage the new cases of COVID and to try to work as hard as we possibly can to keep people safe. The ratio of positive cases per 100,000 people in Kent County continues to grow. The positive cases in the Rockford School District, and I'm talking about the community, not the schools, but the community of 100,000 positive cases continues to grow. But you need to understand that the positive cases of students who have been identified as positive cases per 100,000 is significantly less than the community ratio of positive cases to 100,000 people in the Rockford School District. Now that sounds like a lot of people, 100,000, but that's the way the statisticians work this out. My point is that students are much safer attending our schools in Rockford with their teachers face to face than they would be out in the community on their own. That is why I continue to promote the importance of having our students and teachers together in the classroom in teaching and learning. And of course, we do provide the remote learning for those students who are quarantined or who have developed COVID and are isolated. And of course, our Rockford virtual program is doing well also. I want to take this opportunity to recognize people in our school district, our employees, and the outstanding job they're doing. To my opinion, our teachers are heroes. Our teachers are just doing an outstanding job, a very difficult job under normal circumstances, but a very difficult and challenging job with being compounded, of course, by this pandemic. And I want to thank our teachers for the outstanding job they're doing. I respect you, I honor you, and I thank you for the work that you do. I also want to thank our support staff. Our support staff represents the glue that keeps everything together in our district. Our support staff are keeping our buildings safe, they're keeping them clean. Our secretaries and administrative assistants, our bus drivers, our food service employees, on and on and on. Our parapros, our healthcare workers, just outstanding work under very difficult situations. And I honor and respect them, and I want to recognize them as well, all of our support staff, for the work that they do. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our children, in the lives of our school district, our parents, our staff, and our community as a whole. I want to recognize our administrative team. Your leaders. You are the leaders of the school district, and you are making a huge difference. And leadership is difficult under normal situations, but when you compound leadership and the experiences that we've had with this pandemic, that leadership challenge just becomes exponentially more difficult. And our administrative team is just doing an outstanding job. So thank you as well. I want to recognize our Board of Education for the work that they do, their commitment to excellence, their commitment to keeping people safe, their commitment to making sure that Rockford Public Schools is carrying out our mission as best we can under these challenging conditions. So thank you, Board of Education. Thank you. And I want to recognize and thank our parents and our students for the work that they do to work collaboratively in a partnership with the Rockford Public Schools so that we can manage and move through this pandemic in a successful way. Our jobs in the Rockford Public Schools are difficult to begin with. They're challenging to begin with. But of course, as I've already mentioned, they're compounded in difficulty when it comes to this pandemic. And we are going to make mistakes. And we recognize that we're going to make mistakes. But the key to this issue is the fact that we will learn from our mistakes and correct them and continue to practice our philosophy of continuous improvement. I want to bring to your attention on November 19th, we are going to have our first Developing Healthy Kids program. And it's all going to be focused on mental health. And it will be done live streamed to our community and to communities outside of Rockford. And we will have a panel of health experts who will be located in our Rockford auditorium. But of course, there won't be people in the audience. It'll be live streamed. But they will be responding to questions from our community regarding student and adult mental health. And so beginning last Monday, November 9th, continuing on for the next week or two, we will provide opportunities for you to go to our website and click on Developing Healthy Kids and be able to write down questions or send questions to us that you would like our mental health experts to respond to. We'll put those questions together in a package and then ask our mental health panelists to respond to those questions. We'll also, if there's time remaining, provide opportunities for some live questions as well. But that will be, the program will be on November 19th from 6:30 to 8:30. And we'll continue to advertise this opportunity for Developing Healthy Kids. I hope you take advantage to participate and watch this most important Developing Healthy Kids program. Please continue to reach out to us, our school district, to reach out to your teachers, your building principals, reach out to me with your questions or concerns. I appreciate all the input and feedback that I receive from our community because it helps us to do a better job in what we have to do in managing this pandemic. Thank you, and I hope you have a safe and productive week.